Hi, bitches.
Yay.
The fuck happened last session?
Do you not remember?
Was it the... that was the gym, right? No. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it
Movie
was
set.
the gym. Yes,
I'm gonna let you struggle. You can go ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought I counted the last time we were in VC together, which was we did mining and then we did shopping, but whatever. Fuck you.
Oh no, there's no personal like personal with it. It's just I want to see it because it's funny.
Yeah, fuck you. Anyway, we challenged the Voltified Gym. Chad was T-posing in the corner, so Chad did not participate in the gym. However, we were given a classic cops versus bad guys plot that we had to enact. We could make up our characters as we wished, and we actually gave each other personalities for the gym. The ladies were the good guys, and the men were the bad guys, and they were also omega gay.
God forbid men do anything.
I know.
They were gay! They were gay! You watched the VOD, okay? You missed out. You T-posing in the corner. They were all gay.
I'm very gay.
I think most notable personality traits that I found really funny was that Tulip was playing a xenophobic pokefucker, which is really funny.
It was so hard to play.
That was really. You did a good job. You did a good job.
But I don't want to be
well
me.
And I had to be. Wait, what?
What?
And I had to play someone who was exceptionally bipolar.
Yes. Listen.
Let me think. The bad guys didn't win. The good guys won. Yippee! That was fun.
I may have given.
It was. It was
electrotherapy.
Yeah. I'm getting there. I haven't mentioned it yet because the effects haven't actually happened until now, right?
Yeah.
Because this technically
it was
right
thrown
after.
out. It was thrown out.
No, I guess. Yeah.
So
at the
it
end of
was
session.
a noir film with wire fu, like a mixture.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Noir film. There you go. Yes. So there was a lot of things. For instance, a Steelix was able to use the wires to jump 60 feet forward to the right, which was hilarious. On top of which, a bunch of random shit happened. Someone stabbed me in the butthole with their fingers.
1,000 Years of Death style.
Yeah, 1,000 years of death.
And you clinched onto that fucker.
I almost did. They nat 20'd out of it.
My finger went up your butthole.
Thank you, June. Very cool.
My core memory unlocked.
Okay.
You do that again, I'm taking your finger.
No. I'll just hook it. I'm just gonna hook it.
After a lot of bullshittery happening, yes, they finally won via earthquake. It was earthquake and just me getting my shit absolutely rocked. Into which the gym leader of Voltified found it so funny, and they're like, "Oh, maybe we should rewrite this to a comedy." So it was canned, but we did get the badge. Both teams. Thumbs up.
Yay, we did it!
Yay!
And now we resume, and Chad is no longer T-posing.
I'm back. I'm free from the curse.
Yeah, Chaticus.
Yeah. I know. I should have my priorities straight. It's my fault.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, how could
Yeah,
you?
fuck you for going to Japan again.
Now,
I'm still here.
Thank you for making them announce Kingdom Hearts 4, though.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, now Shane's gonna do you.
Hey, yo.
You didn't.
Okay. Oh,
They
okay.
can't hear you.
Oh.
No, we can hear you.
Oh.
No,
I
I
hear
heard
you, I
you.
hear you.
I heard you.
In
Oh,
OBS, it was
in
just
OBS.
it changed it as I went live.
Well, it's okay. It's okay because we were the ones recounting the session, so it's okay.
Only we can hear the voice of
yeah,
God.
The only
I
other
guess.
thing you guys,
Thank
the
you
only thing
for
you guys,
thank you for telling me, Lamp.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. To continue, the weapon slot is for however many weapons you want. It doesn't really matter, because no matter how many weapons you put into the weapon slot, Pathfinder will still only ever let you attack with one weapon at a time. So you don't have to worry about that. The next 2 slots is where it gets a little complicated, because the armor and shield slot is not exclusively for armors and shields. It's for any item that directly boosts your AC. So of course you can have an armor and a shield for your armor and shield slots respectively, but there are other items that do boost your AC. For example, there is the Bracers of Armor, there is the Ring of Protection, and there is the Amulet of Natural Armor. Neither of these are an armor or a shield, but they can go into your armor or shield slot, because you are allowed any 2 items of your choice that directly increase your AC. And then finally there is the held item slot, which functions exactly like how the held item slot does for Pokemon. As a trainer, you are allowed to use wondrous items from Pathfinder if you so wish for your held item slot, or you can use a Pokemon item if you so wish. There's give and take and a lot of options for, well, everything across the board, honestly. So, I will start off first with Kennard. To which I already assume you wish to upgrade your weapons and armor?
yes,
Okay. So what is your weapon?
longbow.
Okay. So let's see. Alright, a longbow, to which that's 75 gold. You can make your weapons and armor out of special materials if you so wish, though I do not know if there's any that would be worth it for you. Because obviously we cannot pick adamantine. That has been banned from AoA due to its over-centralization of the meta.
Yeah, it really was super strong.
Everyone just pick it.
Yeah, trust me, everyone picked it. I don't think there's anything that involves bows that can do really anything.
Alright, then we'll skip that. To which I presume you want to go all the way up to a +2 with it?
Yeah.
Times 2 plus 2,000. Alrighty, so that would be 4,150 gold to upgrade your longbow to a +2.
4,150. Okay.
Do you remember how the process works and everything that you need to change and add to your sheets?
No.
Okay, so first you gotta change the name of your weapon So it's no longer longbow, it's longbow in parentheses +2.
Yeah.
This
okay.
+2 is your enhancement bonus. How an enhancement bonus works is that it gives you a bonus to attack and damage equal to the enhancement bonus that's listed on the left. So for your longbow, you're going to go up to your attack ranged, and on the right-hand side, you would put +2 E and H. You don't have to write out enhancement, so we can just save a little bit of space on the sheet. And then your to hit increases by 2, obviously. And then for your damage, instead of your longbow being 1d8 plus, I'm going to assume 5.
It's 4 right now.
Oh, okay. So instead of 1d8 plus 4 strength, it would read 1d8 plus 4 strength plus 2 E and H.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So go ahead and tell me when you're ready for me to move on to your armor.
I am ready for the armor.
All right. So the first question to ask is both your armor and shield slot taken up?
My armor is, my shield isn't.
All right. So what is your armor slot?
It is a Domaru.
A Domaru?
Domaru, yeah. Sorry, I went Sokol for a second there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, first question is do you want to keep that armor, or do you want to change to a different armor and just upgrade that instead?
I don't think I can. So I believe Domaru is medium armor. I think I'm not only proficient in medium and light.
Well, yeah, there are other medium armors. Like the steel lamellar is statistically the best light armor, the best medium armor in the game.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you're saying such a thing, then I mean, yeah,
So-
I'll trade to that.
All right. So obviously you can't use a shield for your shield slot since you use a bow and shields interfere with that. So you have to fill your shield slot with something else. Your 3 options are the bracers of armor, the ring of protection, and the amulet of natural armor. However, since you are wearing real armor, you can't actually pick up the bracers of armor because of how Pathfinder works. When it comes to certain bonuses to stats, they simply cannot stack and instead just take the larger one. So if you have Steel Lamellar, to which its AC bonus is a +6, and then you pick up, let's say, max level Braces of Armor, which is a +8, they don't combine to become a +14. This is because they are both armor bonuses.
I see.
Okay. So your other 2 options would be the Ring of Protection, which gives you a deflection bonus, or the Amulet of Natural Armor, which gives you a natural armor bonus.
Now, between those 2 differences, is there anything involving that I should know about?
Natural
Like,
armor
for
counts
instance-
as armor for the purposes
Yeah.
of like losing AC. A deflection bonus applies to all AC.
Oh, so it doesn't. Now, is one going to be stronger than the other AC wise? Like,
No, they both go from 1 to 5. Oh, can you get the
then
bot
give
for
me
me,
the-
dear?
give me the deflection bonus one then. What is that one called?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that the only difference is that the ring is more expensive.
Who cares about that?
Can you get the
Probably.
bot for me, dear?
Yep.
Oh, now you hear me. Thank you.
What?
I asked you before. You didn't answer me.
What the? Okay, give me a. I'll check after I do this.
I'll
Sure.
do it. I can do it.
You can't, unfortunately.
Oh, okay, sorry.
You don't have mod powers in my stream. Why would you think?
No,
That's a crazy username. Anyway.
I'll do it now. I'll do it.
We'll do it.
All right,
I'll
so
do it.
dear, I also want you to ban this dire nomad from my.
Ah!
Okay.
So you want the ring of protection, but first we'll do armor. So selling your Domaru, you would get 100 gold back,
Okay.
and then we get to the steel lamellar, to which I presume you also don't want to make it out of any special material. You want it as is currently.
Yeah, just as is for now. I'll look into the armor later, and then my next buy thing I'll tell you.
All right, so that would be 4,300 that you got to subtract.
4,300.
Yep, 4,300.
Okay. Got it.
And then the name of the armor would be Steel Lamellar +2.
I spell lamellar.
Lamellar.
Got it. Cool.
So for the armor and shield bonus, its base is a 6. Its max dex bonus base is 3, and its armor check penalty base is a -5. However, every single time you upgrade your armor, every single time you enhance it, all of those numbers increase by 1. Alright, I guess visually speaking, armor check penalty decreases by 1, but you get the idea. Meaning, since you made it a +2, its +6 AC bonus actually becomes a +8. Its max dex bonus actually becomes a +5, and its armor check penalty is actually a -3. So, then we move on to the Ring of Protection. At your current level, you're only allowed to have a max of a +2 with the Ring of Protection. So your choice is either the +1, which is 2,000 gold, or the +2, which is 8,000 gold.
Give me the +2. I got the money.
Alright, thank you very much, Samurott. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. You're probably not going to be missing much, we're just shopping today.
Oh my god, we're going shopping.
Yes.
Never say that cuntily ever
Yeah,
again.
never say it that
Yes.
cuntily ever again.
What's wrong with serving cunt?
Yeah,
Oh my
I can't believe it.
Let me just ready the shocking grasp again. Don't worry, I'll fix it.
Alright, so the +2 is 8,000 gold, so go ahead and subtract 8,000.
Yep. And it's a ring of protection, you said? Protection?
Yes, Ring of Protection, to which in the shield slot, you would put Ring of Protection +2.
Got it. Ooh, interesting, huh? Well,
Yes.
something I didn't account for. My max dex penalty is gonna cap me a little bit here.
What's your dexterity?
It's gonna be a plus. It's currently a +4, but I'm gonna get next. Is gonna put it to +6.
How?
Belt of physical perfection.
Which increases it by 2, which
Oh, by
increases
1.
the
Which,
modifier
never mind.
by
It's
1.
a base stat. Fuck.
Cheater, pumpkin eater, thinking that it's something else.
Nor
Going
I
stinky,
didn't. I
stinky,
just
stinky,
don't
stinky,
read.
Stinky.
Stinky,
Alright,
stinky man.
you ready for the wondrous item?
Yep.
Alright, so like I said before, the wondrous item can be, well, the held item, but it can be any wondrous item that exists in Pathfinder, or it can be any held item that exists in the Pokemon base game.
Okay. Before I buy and go, he built a physical perfection. Is there anything that you know about in terms of Pokemon item or wondrous item that involves bows?
For Pokemon items, I assume you're just referring to damage, to which that there is the muscle band and the life orb. There's nothing in particular with ranged attacks as a whole, because the muscle band is for any non-magical attack, meaning it would cover your bow anyway. And in relation to wondrous items, I don't fucking know. Do you know how many fucking wondrous items there are?
Fair enough.
As many as there are feats, so I do not fucking know.
Oh, why is that picking up? That's so sad.
What?
My typing is now getting picked up.
Womp womp.
Well,
Rip.
I blame Sim.
Fuck you.
In fact, I can bone it. I don't give a fuck. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna go with a belt of physical perfection then.
Okay.
+2.
So a belt of... Hey, look, a belt of teeth. You want that?
Huh?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, of course,
it
yeah.
has teeth on it that bites people if they get too close. It goes nom nom.
Tasty.
It's kind of funny.
Alright, so you want the belt of physical perfection +2 for your held item?
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 16,000 gold. I'm sure you can afford that just fine.
Yeah.
And then, while wearing it, that increases your strength, dex, and constitution stat scores by 2 each, which means the modifiers all increase by 1 each. And because your constitution modifier did increase by 1 stage, you do gain HP equal to your current character level.
Yippee.
Okay?
7 HP, baby.
Alright. We'll get around to generalized shopping after the fact, because that would be like, oh, I want to buy my Pokemon this, I want to buy this stuff for my Pokemon, I want to buy these items, that type of stuff. But now that the both of you have watched it, both Chad and Tulip, which one of you would like to go first?
I'm willing to step up if Tulip needs more time.
Yeah, I'm just looking over stuff.
Alright. So, Chadicus, you are actually in a very interesting situation, because you cannot upgrade your needles.
Interesting. Yeah, I was about to say, because it's like I don't think I'd get like a different weapon type.
Yeah, exactly. You unfortunately can't upgrade your needles because it's considered an inherent weapon. So there's nothing that you can really do about that. But that's okay. We can move on to the armor and shield slots.
Okay.
Are both of them covered? Like, do you have an item in both of those slots, or do you only have one?
I only have armor. I don't have a shield.
Okay. Well, remember, shield doesn't necessarily mean to carry a shield.
Oh.
Do you remember my explanation that I made literally 10 minutes ago, or did you not pay attention?
No, I know what you were saying, but I don't know. I never bothered with that, so.
Okay,
But-
so what are the armor and shield slots both for?
They're just, explain it again.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The armor and shield slots are for any item that directly boost your AC. This could be
Okay.
an armor or a shield, but it's not exclusive to them. There are 3 other items that boost AC directly. They are the Bracers of Armor, the Ring of Protection, and the Amulet of Natural Armor. Okay?
Right.
So, if I recall correctly, your class is only allowed to wear light armors. However,
I will double check, but yeah.
there is a way to gain access to more light armors than what you are currently wearing. Now, if you want, we can just simply upgrade the chain shirt that you've got, since it can be upgraded twice, and then just move on to adding an item to the shield slot. But, if you so desire, there is a way to turn medium armors into light armors. They just need to be made out of mithril. However, doing so does very much drastically increase the price.
Okay, the mithril armor. I do have a lot of money on me, but
I mean, if you feel that you can afford it anyway, then don't care, man. It is just a game after all.
right. I mean, I do think that because my class is proficient with light armor and light shields, I think I'll just upgrade my chain shirt up one stage since it can be upgraded twice.
So why would you only want to upgrade it once instead of upgrading
can
it
jump.
twice?
Oh, because we're that's right. Okay, yeah, we can do it twice then. Right. Yeah, I'll do the upgrade on the chain shirt twice then.
Okay, so we'll just do the chain shirt upgrade. In which case, that would cost, let's see, times 2 plus 2,000. That would cost 4,200.
Mm-hmm. If we were to go to a mithril route, do you know how much it would cost?
Only if you pick out an armor, and only if you choose to buy that armor.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. But this is the route that you've chosen, so
yeah, I'll go stick with what we have, so that's fine. So it was 4,000 how much?
4,200.
4,200. Okay. Sounds good. So when I upgrade it twice, how much does it affect everything?
So first when you want to go down to section 5, because the name's got to change slightly. It's no longer reading as chain shirt, it needs to read as chain shirt plus 2.
Chain shirt plus 2, okay.
So this is called an enhancement. So it's an enhanced chain shirt. It's been enhanced twice, hence chain shirt plus 2. Every single time an item gets enhanced, its numerical values, excluding its weight, increase by 1. So since this was increased by 2, all the numerical values of chain shirt increase by 2. So instead of a plus 4 bonus to AC, it becomes a plus 6. Instead of a plus 4 to the max dex bonus, it becomes plus 6. And then instead of minus 2 to the armor check penalty, it instead becomes negative 0. That makes sense?
Negative 0. Okay, so plus 2 on armor. You said plus 2 on the dex?
As I just said, it increases all numerical values by 2. So if it's a plus 4 to AC, what does that become?
Plus 6.
And if it's plus 4 to max dex, what does that become?
If it would be a plus 2 to max dex?
If it increases all numerical values by 2, and it's a plus 4 to max dex, what does it become now?
Oh, plus 6.
And if it's a negative 2 for the armor check penalty, and it's increasing by 2, what does it become now?
0.
Correct.
Okay.
So now we can work on the shield slot, to which you technically have 3 options. There is the Ring of Protection, there is the Amulet of Natural Armor, and there is also just picking up a shield. To which each of them have their advantages. Shields...
I want the Ring of Protection.
You want the Ring of Protection as well?
Yeah.
Do you want a plus 1 or a plus 2 variant?
Plus 2.
Alright. So in the shield slot, you're going to put Ring of Protection plus 2. And it's going to cost 8,000 gold.
Okay.
Now, when you add this to your AC, up in section 1, you do need to put down plus 2 Ring of Protection in brackets.
Got it. Ring of Protection.
And then obviously you need to increase the number that's next to the armor in your AC. So it doesn't read, just 10 plus 4 armor, because your armor AC bonus is now what again?
Armor AC bonus would be, or if we combine the ring with the other armor, that'd be plus 8.
That's not the question that I asked, Chad.
Okay, plus 2 from the ring.
It's also not the question that I asked. You see how it says plus 4 armor? See how it says plus 4 armor in your AC?
Yes.
What is your armor bonus now?
Plus 6.
Correct, so you have to change it to plus 6.
Right.
And then you got to recalculate all 3 of your ACs. And now the Ring of Protection is where it gets a little funky. Because if you're looking at the touch AC and the flat foot AC, It says to take your AC total and then subtract either your armor values or your dexterity value. The Ring of Protection is not an armor value. It's not a shield value, nor is it a natural armor value. It's a deflection value. And deflection values do apply to all forms of AC.
Ah. So it's just a flat +2 to those from the ring.
Yeah. Across the board.
Okay.
The ring is very strong.
Got it. So I will make sure I add that in brackets to all my totals.
So hopefully you do that math correctly. But before you do that, we still have the held item slot. So for your particular build, there are quite a few good items. There are some Pokemon items that are relatively obvious, even if you don't really have access to them just yet. But in terms of wondrous items, you actually have two options that are actually really good. The first one is the Belt of Physical Perfection. The Belt of Physical Perfection increases your strength, dex, and constitution stat scores by 2, which means the modifiers associated with them all increase by 1. This then gives you, more damage as well as better accuracy with throwing your needles. It also gives you a bit more HP. The other one is called the Headband of Mental Superiority, which increases your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma by 2 each instead, thus increasing their modifiers by 1, which means that not only do you get more skill points to put onto your skill table, but your spells also become stronger because their DCs increase, making it harder for people to resist.
Ooh, okay.
So for casting classes, especially those that have a relatively decent combat base, it's a very tough choice between which one of those two that they'd like to wear.
Yeah, you're right, because they both sound really good. I feel like the second one is probably the better option, just because, less resistance to spells and stuff is.
It's not that it's less resistant; it makes it less likely.
Less likely, sorry.
But the better question to ask would be, which do you value more as a player? Do you value your spells more and what they can potentially do? Or do you value your potential damage more and what that can potentially do?
It's a good point. I don't know, personally, it's like, because, okay, let me, I'm trying to clarify. Doing poison and stuff, is that considered a spell?
The poison?
Yeah.
No, poison's just poison.
Oh, okay, then I don't think
there is a spell
really
called poison, which poisons people with poison, but
mine's yeah, I guess if I'm physically stabbing with the needle and putting a poison, I guess the spell stuff doesn't exactly matter for me, so I guess you're right, the first one. Big damage, we like big damage, I guess.
Big damage? Alright, so then when you scroll back down to section 5, and the held item slot, you're going to put Belt of Physical Perfection, +2. This costs
physical perfection.
This costs 16,000 gold.
Okay. All right.
And then this increases your strength, dex, and constitution by 2 each. So you scroll back up to section 1, and the stat scores that you see there, which I think for you is what? 18 strength, 17 dexterity, 18 con?
Yes.
You increase all of those by 2. So it would be 20 strength, 19 dexterity, 20 con.
Gotcha. And I'll signify. Should I put brackets that plus is coming from the belt?
Nope, you don't need to. It's inherent.
Okay.
You don't have to make any notes of any kind. You do have to change the modifiers, though. Do you remember how to calculate modifiers?
Recalculate modifiers? Like the plus bonuses, I would just add the +2 to that, so it's +6 instead of +4?
That is the modifier, not the stat. If I was saying 18 becomes a 20, why would you change the +4 to a 6?
Because that's what I'm adding. I'm adding +2 to it, right?
No.
Oh wait, no, never mind. That's a mod. You're right. Okay, sorry.
That's
I
the
got it mixed up.
modifier, not the stat score.
Yeah. Okay.
Stat scores on the left, modifiers on the right.
Right.
That's why I asked if you know how to calculate modifiers.
No.
You take the stat score, subtract 10, take that new number, and then divide by 2. If you have a decimal, you have to round down.
Round
let's
down.
do some
Okay,
practice.
got it.
What would be the modifier if the stat score is 20?
5.
Correct. What would be the modifier if the stat score was 19?
4.
Correct.
Okay.
Now, some unique things do happen. Obviously, you now have to go back through your whole sheet, and in every single section that's asking for your strength modifier or your dexterity modifier, you do have to change the number to match the appropriate modifier. But
Right.
because your constitution modifier now went up, HP is considered a retroactive stat, meaning you just gained HP equal to your current character level.
Which is 7.
So you just gained 7 HP,
Okay.
right? Well, have fun with math. I will now move on to Tulip.
Yay!
You
Oh,
ready?
how do we do this? Yep.
All right. So the first thing is, do you want to upgrade your weapons?
Yes.
All right. To which your weapons are chakrams. So, like I said, every 4th level you're allowed to upgrade your weapons by 1. So you're treated right now as 8th level because that's your new cap. Meaning, do you want to bring your chakrams to a +2?
Yes.
All right. So let's calculate that, and that is then times 2 plus 2,000, and then because you have 2 chakrams, we have to multiply that by 2 again. All right, so the grand total to upgrade both of your chakrams is 8,004 gold.
$1,004. Okay.
All right. So now you need to go back up to section 1, and we need to change the names. So instead of them reading chakram 1 and chakram 2, it would be chakram 1, and then in parentheses +2, and then chakram 2 in parentheses +2.
Yeah.
This is called an enhancement bonus. If you are any familiar with any form of D&D and you see a weapon that says, oh, longsword +1, that's what the enhancement bonus is. And what it does is that it gives you a bonus to hit and damage equal to the enhancement bonus itself. So since your chakrams are a +2, you get a +2 enhancement bonus to your attack as well as your damage. So for your damage, I think right now it's what, 1d8 plus 5 dex plus 2 weapon specialization, right?
Yep.
So now it would read 1d8 plus 5 dex plus 2 weapon specialization plus 2, and then in the brackets it would read ENH for enhancement. That would be the damage.
Cool.
But of course, you also get this bonus to your attacks. Now your chakrams can be used for both melee and ranged, so you're going to put +2 ENH on the right hand side of both your attack melee and your attack ranged. And then you recalculate the math there for your attack ranged, as well as your attack melee, which then in turn changes your 2-weapon fighting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so that's 13 now.
Hooray!
And then you said my 2-weapon attack string was my top BIB -2?
Mm-hmm. So it's 13 minus 2.
11.
There you go. Very complex, I
Hold on.
assure you. You have a +13 to hit.
Yes, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Frederick has the exact same build that you do.
Get
Wow.
out.
His to hit, however, is slightly larger than you. So that might be due to the fact that he's technically level 8 right now while you're level 7, so
I'll catch up at some point.
yeah. Your damage, however, is larger. If you wish to compare.
Mhm.
Alright, so that's weapons. So then we go to the armor and shield slots. So before I begin, I will ask, do you remember what the armor and shield slots are for?
Anything that boosts AC?
Directly, correct.
Yeah.
Are both your armor and shield slots currently taken up?
Just the armor slot.
And what is in your armor slot?
Spider silk bodysuit.
Alright, so I think for your class you were stuck wearing just light armors, if that's the case. To which, as I explained before, there is a way to turn medium armors into light armors if you so wish. It's if you make a medium armor out of mithril. Any armor that's made out of mithril is considered half its weight value, quote unquote. Meaning medium armors drop down to being light armors in that instance.
Okay.
The alternative is that you get bracers of armor instead.
Will the braziers take up a slot additionally to the armor, or is it just that?
It would be in lieu of the armor. This is because bracers of armor also give an armor bonus. And bonuses of the same type in Pathfinder simply cannot stack with each other. That's why there's an armor bonus and a shield bonus and a dodge bonus and a deflection bonus and a natural armor bonus. They're all different because they're physically named differently.
Oh, okay.
So armor, well, like actual armor, like your spider silk bodysuit, will give an armor bonus. The bracers of armor also give an armor bonus.
Yeah.
And YGF redeemed to take care of yourself. So everyone drink your alcohol.
Yay.
Yay!
Alcohol.
Yes.
I got none, but I have an energy drink, so I'll use that.
Close enough.
She's gamering.
Yeah.
And you too can also have a tasty energy drink if you use code VMommy at check.
Oh yeah, people get free shipping by using my code until Friday.
There's JoJo's.
True.
On Friday! JoJo Cups drop on Friday! I already know what I'm getting.
Alright. So, do you want to wear a normal armor, or would you like to wear your bracers of armor instead?
Is a regular armor gonna impact my dexterity at all, or no?
Well, regular armors all have a max dex bonus. The bracers of armor do not. But there is some give and
Okay.
take. If you choose to do the armor route, especially if you choose to get mithril medium armor to turn it into light armor, the armor bonus will almost always be larger than what the bracers of armor could provide. Bracers of armor cap at a +8, no matter what. Whereas if you optimize your medium armors well enough, they can go all the way up to a +11.
Yeah.
But
I'll go for the median armor then, maybe.
But, as you just said, what about my dex while wearing them? You probably won't be able to utilize all of your dex while wearing these medium armors at a high level. So that'll be the give and take. You either get to utilize all of your dexterity, or you don't. And I can't really tell you which one collectively would give you a bigger AC value, because you're obviously not level 20 yet.
Yeah.
But if you have 64,000 gold to dump, you can get a +8 bracers of armor right now.
Yeah, I'll do that, because I mean, my dex is my highest stat, so I probably should be able to use that.
Alright. So you said that you had the spider silk bodysuit, so you get half of that back first, which means you gain 425 gold.
Yay.
And then for the bracers of armor, they range from a +1 to a +8, and in order, their price values are 1,000, 4,000, 9,000, 16,000, 25,000, 36,000, 49,000, and 64,000. I don't know how much money you have, so I'm just telling you these values because at this point in time, you can pick up any of them.
I think I could. Yeah. I'll. You said it was +5, the max?
No, +8 is the max. The +5 variant
Oh.
is 25,000 gold.
I'll go for the +5 because I have a lot of items I need to buy as well.
Alrighty. So, bracers of armor plus. So, you, in the shield section, in the shield slot, you'll put bracers of armor +5, as well as subtract 25,000 gold.
Yeah.
Then we get to the shield slot, to which your only three options are to A, use a shield, which I don't think your class can even use, or B, use the Ring of Protection, or C, use the Amulet of Natural Armor.
Go for the Ring of Protection as well, why not?
Alrighty, I assume you want the +2 variant?
Yeah.
Alright, so the +2 variant is 8,000 gold, and then in the shield slot, you're going to put Ring of Protection +2. And then you're going to have to start adjusting your AC in order to accommodate for both of these items. So you're going to have to scroll all the way back up to section 1. And there in this part that says, I think it says +3 armor for your AC, you're going to change that +3 to a +5. Instead of the word armor, you're going to put bracers of armor inside the brackets. And then on the right-hand side, you need to put +2 Ring of Protection, and then recalculate your AC. Okay?
Okay.
But before you recalculate your AC in full, do you want an item for your held item slot?
Yes.
Okay. So for your particular class, there are 2 options, though considering that you are a type specialist, you might lean towards the more physical option. The first one is the Headband of Mental Superiority. Gives you a +2 bonus to the stat scores of your Int, Wiz, and Cha, which in turn will give you more skill points to play with if you care about them, as well as increasing the potency of your spells, basically. The other version is the Belt of Physical Perfection, which gives you a +2 bonus to your Strength, Dex, and Con. This would increase your chances to hit as well as your damage, and it will also give you a little bit more HP. They're both very good for your class. It just depends on what you personally value more as a player for your current build.
I'll go for the belt.
The Belt of Physical Perfection?
Yeah.
Alright. So, what you would do then is you want to go back down to section 5, and in the held item slot, you put Belt of Physical Perfection.
Yeah.
And then you got to go back up to section 1, and this is the stat scores that you change. So your strength, I think, was what, 11, and then Dex was 20, and Con was 19, right? I mean 17.
Con is 17. Yeah.
So all of those do increase by 2, meaning your strength becomes a 13, your dexterity becomes a 22, and your con becomes a 19.
Oh.
And then all of the modifiers associated with them increase by 1.
Okay, cool.
Because, you know, just like with regular D&D, every even number increases the modifier by 1.
Yeah.
So, there you go. And then, as I explained before to everyone else, because your Constitution modifier went up by 1, you retroactively gain HP equal to your current character level. So you just gain 7 HP.
Nice.
And then you have to go all the way back through your sheet to look for wherever it calls for your strength mod, your dex mod, and your con mod, because you have to plug in the new numbers into those sections. Which isn't hard, but, you know, obviously it takes a little while.
Yeah. Okay. How much was the belt?
16,000 gold.
2,000.
And then, go ahead and have fun with that math. Then I can go to just generalized things that people would like to buy. So I'll just go top down and say, Azuli, are there any things that you would like to buy for your Pokemon? This can range anywhere between like buying them new moves, as well as using shards if you have them, or buying like other held items, like if you want to get like a muscle band, or I don't know if you can get the life orb just yet. If I recall correctly, you're now within range to like get the ability capsule, even if it is a 50% markup. Like, is there any items in general that you would like to try and buy for your team at this time being?
I was thinking about getting the loaded dice, as well as the metal coat.
Loaded dice and metal coat. What's the loaded dice for?
That would be for, I believe, Miasma.
Okay. So loaded oh. Wrong. I pulled up the wrong sheet. Let's see. Loaded dice. Yep, you're within range for that, but that does increase it by 50%. 22,500 for the loaded dice.
Perfect.
You can go ahead and subtract that and add that to your Pokemon sheet if you so wish. And you said you needed the metal coat, right?
Yeah, that's gonna go on. That's gonna go on a while.
Okay. Metal code. Okay, that's just 9,000 because technically you are at the 3rd badge level, so you don't get a markup on it. It's just a raw 9,000.
Nice.
Very nice.
Are there any other items that you would like to try and buy?
Just to prep, for the foreseeable future, I would like to get 12 sweethearts.
12 sweethearts. Alright. Those are 800 gold each, to which if you're buying 12 of them, that means that's 9,600.
9,000.
9,600.
Yep. Perfect.
Anything else?
The only other thing I want to do is teach a whole bunch of Pokemon the moves, which I've already gone and done, but I can tell you which ones I've done.
No, that's fine. If you've already done them and if you've already taken the money off, that's all fine.
Perfect. And then that's everything.
All right, then we will go to Chaticus. Are there any just nondescript items that you would like to try and get?
I'm trying to look at like my Pokemon, and I know I don't have like held items on like a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, let me look at my let me look at my bag really quick. I don't have like jack shit. I think I'd like to buy. Am I able to buy a flame orb? Because I know I'm gonna need that.
Let's see if you are within range for it. Yes, you are. Just barely, actually. That is 22,500 if you want that.
22,500. Okay, sure. I'll get the flame orb. Let me just write that down. And then, let's see here. Is there an item that boosts fairy type moves? I forget off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's a bow. I can't remember the exact name. Polka dot bow. That one would be 9,000.
Polka dot bow.
Yeah. That's
okay,
9,000 gold, if you want that.
Sure, I'll pick that up.
Alrighty.
And then let me think. Am I able to get light clay?
Light clay, let's see. Apparently, light clay cannot be bought.
Oh, okay. All right, well then that's it. I think those are the only items for my Pokemon that I need to buy.
You have to dig up light clay while you're doing the mining minigame.
Okay, hopefully next time it will show up in the mines. And then...
You want to know
yeah,
what makes it even funnier?
What's that?
You rolled on light clay when you weren't here, and I did the mining minigame for you.
Unfortunate. It's okay.
So...
Next time.
God fucking damn it.
I didn't realize that you needed
it's just
it.
something I thought about having for one of my Pokemon. It can shift. It'll be okay. Other than that, I don't think there's any items I need to buy. I have 7 Ultra Balls. I don't think I'll use 7. I don't think I'll waste 7 Ultra Balls on Chansey. Fingers crossed.
I mean, you can just
Well, now you said it.
collect the Chansey without having to, like, waste Pokeballs on it, hopefully. You know, by not lying to the goddamn Pokemon, Chaticus.
Sorry. Alright, I think I'm good.
Alright, Jade, what about
You knew
you?
exactly what you're doing.
I'm just gonna get 8 Oran Berries and 9 Sweethearts. And that's really it.
Oran berries. Why do you want
What
oran
the fuck's a
berries?
sweetheart?
Where the fuck is your problem, dude?
Oh, I just want to give Oran Berries to my Pokemon when I'm bonding with them so that they can have the little snack. Oh, as well as Sweetheart.
Then just use the sweetheart. Don't waste the money on the oran berry.
Okay. Well, then
Because
in that
if you're
case,
gonna pick
what-
up the oran berries and you are now just finally within range of the citrus berry, you might as well just buy citrus berries for the purposes of
Yeah, I
having
get
the citrus berry.
I mean, I have a couple of citrus berries. I was just having that to feed them. I guess I
Really?
should just do Sweethearts then.
How many sweethearts do you want? Because they're 800 piece.
Let me do some quick math because I had a certain amount that I was wanting to spend.
Keep in mind that you can only ever use 1 sweetheart per session, because they can be used to cheese bonding. That's why I make it 1 per session.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get 14 of them because there's just a certain price point.
Jesus.
So that would be 11,200.
Yes.
Or is there anything else? Like not even like
Nope.
ability capsules?
I don't want to play roulette and get the bad ability again on the one Pokemon that needs ability capsule. So
Keep in mind that if you use an ability capsule, you cannot get the same ability that you rolled away.
yes, I have an okay ability. It'd be gambling. It'd just be gambling to get the bad ability again.
He probably
Okay,
has
if you
save
say
one.
so. Is there any other items? Or are you
Don't we
good?
roll on another ability for the Pokemon at what level? I forget.
You 71 is when you get when all Pokemon
Oh my
gain
god,
their
okay.
second ability.
Oh yeah, it's a
Oh.
while off.
I just realized
Yeah.
my Miasmal doesn't have the ability I wanted actually.
Do you want an ability capsule?
Yeah, I'll grab an ability capsule.
It's
much are
75,000
they?
gold.
Oh, sorry.
It's 75,000 gold, so are you sure, Azalee?
75.
Yeah.
Let me just scroll down my sheet.
I
Just
do
to
have enough.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, I still have 126,000 left, so I mean I could.
Do you want to is the question.
It would make Miasmore a lot better. By having one of its other abilities.
So do you want to?
Yes.
You gotta do the Gamba.
I'm gonna do the Gamba.
Alright,
Roller.
so go ahead and
Gambling.
subtract
Let's go
75,000
gambling.
gold.
You know,
You-
when we
yeah,
went to the
just-
resort, we never went gambling.
That is true,
True.
you did
True.
never go gambling.
That's true. We didn't.
Do we all want to go gambling at the resort today? Is that what we're gonna do with the rest of our
No,
time?
I've already spent enough money today.
No, but what if we can win more?
Yeah, you can win more, Chad.
51 counts. Okay, so that's what I have left over. Okay.
Alright, so you
You know
subtract
gambling.
75,000.
Yep.
And what ability does Miasmal have right now?
It has Hyper Cutter.
Alrighty. So now you go ahead and roll a 1d2, and depending on what it rolls on, is what it gets for its ability.
Long guy. One.
I
I
need
do
to also buy an ability capsule.
Alright, so
One.
your Miasmal went from Hypercutter to Neutralizing Gas.
Nice.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Ah, it's gonna be a problem.
bad. And then
Yeah,
June,
that's a problem.
you said that you wanted to also buy an ability capsule. For who?
Yes, I'm gonna buy one. I technically have enough for 2, but I want to try Gamba on the 1 first.
Yeah, no, like one at a time and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
On which Pokemon? Which one?
for my Bennett.
Alright. Been... Oh.
Pokemon abilities. Here we go.
Alright.
Come here,
What ability does it have right now?
It currently has Cursed Body.
Alrighty, so go ahead and roll a 1d2 and we'll see what ability it gets.
Okay.
It currently has Comatose.
Oh my god!
That's actually a really good ability.
Yeah, but it's not the one I wanted.
I know. I'm just saying that you can still do the trick with Comatose by giving it a flame orb and then just watching people suffer.
Yeah, I know. I guess that's fair. Okay, fine. I'll hold on to it until I have even more money.
Sippy break. Alright, thank you very much, Oni. Everyone drink your alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which
me,
means-
I love turning into a raging alcoholic whenever I play D&D, except that that's not me, because I don't,
Drink.
Alright, my alcohol is now empty, which makes me a little sad. No
Age of
water. This
Tranquility.
is my water. It's the same color as water.
Drunkrelian.
Anything clear is water, right?
I used
Yeah,
to put
there's
that-
water and
I
then there's
used to-
spicy water.
Listen, I used to put that in my water bottles in high school because I was edgy.
That's
you
not
used to
true.
you used to put
oh
vodka
yeah,
in your water bottles.
alcoholism is awesome.
I don't think
I
that's
actually
true.
did. I actually did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
alcohol
good to know
is
that
so
you
mean,
were
guys.
you were
Drink
one
at
of those
school and do drugs.
edgy boys in high school. Let me guess, you wore uneven jeans with holes near
My
the knees.
Chemical Romance. Do you draw on your shoes?
No, I don't draw on my shoes.
Did you
Yeah,
yes?
I had pants with holes in them because I was poor.
No. It was a fashion statement.
Yeah, it was a
It was a
fashion
fashion
statement,
statement, I
totally.
swear.
Fashion statement.
All right, are there any other items that you would like to get, June?
No.
No, not even held items?
I don't think I can currently obtain the held items that I want to get.
I can search for you. Which items are you trying to get?
Let me go to the pinned message I have.
I know Life Orb you can't for a couple of more badges. You need 2 more. You need 5 in total.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, sorry, 6 in total. I did the math wrong. 6 in total for Life Orb.
Well, okay. Let me take a look at. Okay, yeah. Alistair already has that.
Alice already has Poison
Toxic
Burn.
Orb can't get that.
Toxic Orb, let's see. No, you can.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, it's 22,500 though.
22,500.
Yeah, because it's a 5th badge item. You are now within range for it due to
Okay.
having 3 badges. So
Okay. All right. Hold on. So this 22,500. All right. I'm just taking this down because I can't afford it. I just want to see how much money I'm gonna be spending.
all right.
Next is leftovers, which I don't think I can get.
Let's see. Leftover requires 8 badges, which means you need at least 5 in order to get it.
Yeah, and then I already have Mystic Water and the Life Orb I can't get.
Right.
So I will take the Toxic Orb.
All right, so that's 22,500.
Let me just write down for my Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Any other items that you would wish to get for your Pokemon? Because I think you've already spent all of your money on moves, right?
Yeah, I already did. No items.
Okay, then we move on to Canard.
Yippee! So,
Yeah,
I already bought my disc
your disc.
a while. My Savali disc a while back.
Oh yeah, because they're
Already bought
20,000 gold each. Plus more, so 30,000 gold each.
Ouch. Did have a
Distant
Mystic
yippee.
Move.
Oh, well, I see another take care of yourself. Everyone drink your vodka.
Yo.
Okay, I have a question.
Mhm.
I have items. I've yet to have items for a couple Pokemon, specifically Honchko and my Lipard.
I mean,
They
I
came
don't
like
know
two
what
pranksters.
I don't know what items you're looking for in relation to them.
I don't know exactly what prankster Pokemon usually use.
Well,
So
this is more of a tabletop, so it all depends on the build themselves. I don't know all of the abilities in relation to Lipard. So I
one is
know.
prankster, the other one gains evasion every.
Well,
think like
I know what
5%.
Prankster does. I made the game.
No. The other one, the other ability gives like the evasion.
Oh yeah.
Like the yeah.
To which, for that, the best item for that might either be an item that boosts its preferred damage, but if it doesn't have any, if it doesn't have very many or very good attacks, then your other options are either like the obvious leftovers, or you could do some funny strategies with like eject button.
You could do that.
However, eject button is a consumable item, meaning you have to buy multiple of it in order to make it work.
Yeah.
Eject button
The
is
only thing-
really funny though.
The only thing I can think of besides just eject button is damp rock.
Yeah, that is true. But if you
rock
feel
is
that you want to
damp.
sit on it, because you don't really know how it plays or how defensive you want it to be, then I would say like move on to the Haunch Crow. To which the Haunch Crow really depends on whether or not it has super luck or not. Because
It currently
because
does.
scope lens plus super luck actually stack. So it goes to a 16
Oh,
out of 20
shit.
as a base.
Big crits.
It crits,
So it gives you
yeah.
a very, very large safety net for critting, to which you can argue you could pick up, because you don't really need Prankster on Haunch Crow, as long as one of its moves is... Not Prankster, you don't really need leftovers on Haunch Crow, assuming one of its moves is Roost, because Prankster Roost gives it healing instantly.
So in that case, yeah, I guess I'll get that.
You want to try and get... You want Scope Lens?
Yeah.
Alright, that's 22,500.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Hand over your money, boy!
Jesus Christ.
Put the money in the bag.
Okay. And then I want to get some sweethearts. I want to get like what the heck they're called? The thing that helps friendship.
Well, yeah, that's what a sweetheart is.
Oh, okay, cool. I got it right then.
How many do you want?
I guess give me 6.
6? That's 4,800.
Okay, all good. We'll do that.
Alrighty. And then finally we go to Tulip. Are there any items in particular that you would like to try and buy?
Yeah, can I get a spell tag?
Spell tag, let's see.
Gee.
That is 9,000 gold for you.
Can I get... no, I'll stick with the one for now. How
Didn't
much
get
did you
my
say it was,
joke?
sir?
9,000 gold.
And
Did they lose all their money? Because last I knew they struck it obscenely rich in the mine. It's not that they lost all of their money. They spent a lot of it giving their Pokemon really good movesets. At least most of them spent a lot of that money on really good movesets. I think
yes.
Chaticus has refrained from it for the time being, because I think you're waiting until all of your Pokemon are there, and then you want to
Yeah.
review what moves are good. So I know you're stockpiling for the time being. Including, I think you have like a shitload of shards, too.
I think I have like 4 shards. So I have to check.
So,
Sorry.
okay. Any other items, Tulip?
Can I
hold on.
grab an ability capsule?
Hold on, I have to put on my Skyrim voice. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase today?
Yeah, I'll go gambling with the
Can I
ability
have-
capsule.
Can I
Alright,
have over 20 gallons of cheese, please?
can I have over
That
20
too.
gallons of cheese? Alright, what
Cheese and
Pokemon are...
meat.
So it's 75,000 gold for you, but what Pokemon are you going to try and use it on?
My Zoroark.
Zoroark. Alright, what ability does your Zoroark have currently?
It has illusion.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a 1d2 after you subtract your gold.
Okay.
You have picked up Super Luck.
Oh my god.
That's the one I wanted.
Nice.
Oh well, okay. Too bad. Womp womp.
I mean, I like Prankster more than
Damn.
Super Luck, but Super Luck is still a very nice ability.
Always a good ability.
I mean,
Okay, actually,
it's
I
because
mean, I like both of them. I was just hoping for Super Luck this time around.
there's a lot of silly stacking that you can do. So Shadow Claw is a move that has an increased crit rate ratio, meaning it goes to 18 to 20. Super Luck stacks with it, bringing it to 16 to 20. If you give it a scope lens, it does stack to 14 to 20.
Jesus Christ.
Which is like a 60% chance? No, a 40% chance to crit or something like that.
I'd love to see it.
But are there any other items that you would like to pick up?
Yeah, I'll get 3 Ultra Balls for when I eventually find that Ghastly.
3 Ultra Balls. You know what? Fair. Alright, let's see.
Yeah.
Ultra Ball. 400 gold apiece, so that's 1200.
1200. Okay.
Any other items that you'd like to purchase today? Oh, hold on. Is there any other items that you would like to purchase today?
No, I'm good. I wanted leftovers, but I can't get that at the moment. So.
Yeah, it's you have 2 more badges, I think, is what everyone needs in order to get that.
Yeah.
We all want leftovers.
Leftovers is one of the best items in the game, introduced
It
all the way
is.
back in Gen 2,
Mm,
and it's still fucking, like, determining bulky Pokemon throughout every single era since.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, they did want to try and implement a held item system in Gen 1, but they couldn't, because they literally ran out of space.
Aw.
There was also
Actually, you know
about
what?
70 Pokemon that they wanted to add in Gen 1, but couldn't because they ran out of space. About 30
That's why
of
we have
them
Johto.
30 of them did make it to Johto. To which, keep in mind, they did not expect that they were going to make Johto.
Iwata had to help them put everything on there, and then that's how we got Kanto.
Yep.
Oh,
Because he condensed it so well that they had so much space that they can add an entirely another region.
Mm.
Gen 1 and 2 are masterworks at efficient storage space. They are. Gen 1 and Gen 2 are actually, if I recall correctly, Gen 1 is almost 512 megabytes large. But the cartridge could only hold 32 gigabytes of information. And
Ooh.
Gen 2 is twice that size on the same kind of cartridge. It's insane.
Have you ever seen the image of how they allocated data space on the platinum or like the diamond and pearl cart, and it explains why the game takes like 30 minutes to save?
Yeah.
I think like mail is like half of the cart for some reason.
Yeah, it is genuinely a lost art at just compressing their own goddamn games. Oh, Jesus Christ. But alright, is there any other items, Tulips, that you would like to buy?
Nope, I'm good.
Alright, so now we can get on to Pokemon catching. If I recall correctly, there were 4 of you. It was Azali, Chaticus, Jade. Actually, is it literally everyone but June?
Actually,
Yeah.
I'll grab one more thing. One more thing.
One more thing, okay.
Okay.
Scope lens.
Scope lens.
Mm.
22,500.
Yes. Thank you. Because I currently still have focus energy on my Dragonair, so I think it's gonna be
mean,
worth it
They do
instead
stack,
of the Dragon
so
Claw. Yeah, I think it's gonna be worth it.
it may be an item that you sell later, but still. Alright, so apparently everyone here except for... Wait, Colonel Order, are you trying to find one last Pokemon? I can't remember.
I am.
Okay, so it literally is everyone but June. So who would like to go
June is
first then?
Steve.
Fuck.
Well, class, don't all speak up at once. Fucking...
I'm not
I'll-
part of this.
I said everyone but June.
Matching.
You know, I'll go because I
Yeah.
know I need to smoke moto.
So what are you looking for?
Well, I forget which one I need, but it says on my team plan I need Smokamoto.
Smokamoto. I forget what the Prevo is called. Give me a moment. Oh, Smoke Gecko is what it's called.
Yeah, I don't think he evolves for a little while yet.
Well, how all of this
Unless
works
he does.
is that when you are searching for a Pokemon, how I've organized it is that I always put down the lowest evolution possible, and then
Yeah.
all of the Pokemon scale to match the level of your party. So since you are now
Gotcha.
level 35, this would be a Smokemoto.
Hey!
Yeah.
Hi, Missile. Hello.
Goodbye, missiles. Goodbye.
They're gonna go
Evil.
try and catch a rat just like you. Get it? Because you were the rat.
What the
Aw.
frick?
I thought Smokemoto's a lizard.
Yeah, I know. I just like calling my dog a rat.
That's mean.
I know, right?
Alright, so the first one is actually located all the way over here on Route 2. So,
Yes.
yes, so go ahead and roll a 5D100. You need to land on exactly 80 in order to run. You did not run into it.
No.
Alright, so the other one is all the way on Route 23. Which is like over here. Okay. Go ahead and roll another 5D100. Let's see if you get it. No, you didn't.
Ooh,
That's
You
fine.
needed
To
a
be fair, it just
76,
means
77, and 78 is what you needed.
nah, that's fine. It just means I get to hold on to gemstone for longer. I'm like, I don't want to part from my shiny unless it's a shiny. So heck, even if I do find a Smokemoto, if it's not a shiny,
Well, go ahead and
I
roll a
might not even take
2D100.
it. It's fine. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Oh shit. There we go. 2D100. No.
It would not have been a shiny. It would have been very close, but it would not have been a shiny.
Yeah.
All right, who
If
would
I'm
like
gonna, if I'm gonna get
to?
rid of a shiny, I'm gonna take a shiny.
who would like to go next?
I want my crack bird.
You want your crack bird, your Archeops.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, Archen can only be found in a single area.
Good luck.
What about the Auralonian?
I said Archen can only be found in a single area. Miles.
Oh, both of them can only be found. Okay.
Rip.
Rip.
Which is specifically in the town of Chaticus itself.
Oh. Interesting.
Yes.
5D100?
Yep, 5D100. As a matter of fact, this is where all the fossil Pokemon are located.
Ah.
Let's see. 11 is Aerodactyl, 16 is Anorith, 61 is Amora, 28 is Cranidos, 79. Ooh, no. You missed. And that's the sad part, because you technically have two chances, because there's regular Archen and Auralonian Archen. And if you pick up regular Archen, as long as you have the Preternatural Gym Badge, you can just change them.
I'd cry.
So that's two misses today. Darn. So who's next?
hold on, I'm looking at something right now.
Oh,
Are you
I'm
volunteering?
gonna find that Ghastly.
Or you want to find that
Wrestling
ghastly?
time.
Ghastly
Yeah.
time. Alrighty, so there are quite a lot of options here. The first one seems to be in Graffiti City itself. So that's it's down here. So go ahead and roll a 5D100.
Okie dokie.
Let's see. Ooh, 238's okay. That's double Venipede. 15. There it is, Ghastly. 15.
I found him.
You finally
Yay.
found him. All right,
Now,
go ahead and roll a
whatever you do,
2d100.
Don't lie to him.
2d100.
Yes, 2d100. Ooh, so close. Female non-shiny.
Nah. Oh well.
Alright, so as you were walking through the town of Graffiti City, since you know that Ghastlies do hang out here for some time, or at least Gengar would be what you have now. Or at least, yeah, that's what you would be capturing at this point. It would be Gengar. As you were walking through Graffiti City, stepping over a bridge, you hear the distinct snicker of what could only be a Gengar below you. You sneak around to the edge of the bridge and you peer over the edge, and you do in fact see a Gengar. You can't see in full what it's doing, but you can see that it does have several cans of spray paint around on the floor next to it with one in its hand, and it's doing some form of graffiti against the wall underneath the bridge. Also, I think Missile's trying to get up here. Come on, Missile. Yeah, Missile's trying to leave the room.
Okay. I'm also gonna go get myself a drink. So if I'm not talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
So what would you like to do with this Gengar?
What is it painting on the wall?
You can't quite see that from your angle, because you would be like at the very edge of the bridge peering down, and the Gengar's underneath the bridge painting on the wall that you're on.
Can,
So you'd have to
can I
hop down.
sneak down? Yeah.
Go ahead and roll for stealth. Let's see if you can.
Okie dokie. What is my stealth scat? Where is it? That one.
Nice. So you managed to slink your way down the wall like a slithery snake
Why did you say it like that?
before making your way over to the Gengar, and you peer at the wall as to the graffiti that it's making, and you see that the graffiti is just awful. The Gengar does not have a steady hand whatsoever, and the colors they're using just entirely clashes and everything else, and they're like and when you finally, narrow your eyes enough to try and figure out what exactly this Gengar is doing, it seems that they're trying to write out the message that some indiscriminate woman whose name that you do not know, the name appears up there by the name of what you think is Rosanna, but you don't know who this is in particular. Is like a nasty, horrible, stinky whore who sucks toes for a living and doesn't make
damn.
more than 12
What?
bucks a month on Fansly.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
I'm just. I haven't been seen yet.
No, they have not noticed you just yet. But you are looking at this objectively terrible graffiti with objectively terrible handwriting, I guess, if you want to call that. Just talking shit about someone who you think is named Rosanna.
I'm just gonna gently put my hand on its back and be like, "Hey, man, you okay there?"
And the Gengar will jump a bit and toss the can out of its hand, knocking over the rest of the cans, before seeing that the mess you made, and it'll start pointing at you and just yelling at you in Pokemon speak. You can go ahead and roll for
listen.
perception check here.
Okay. See. Perception.
You rolled high enough for it. So you can tell that it's effectively trying to blame you, not only for the mess that just happened because you startled it, but the fact that their graffiti looks like garbage.
I mean, okay, listen. I think you could have some real talent. It's just, you know, you're putting it into some hateful speech when it could have been put into something really beautiful. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could create something amazing.
Go ahead and roll Handle Pokemon.
Okay.
Alright, so upon listening to your suggestion, they immediately start an argument with you. Not about whether or not they can get good, not about whether or not they could be productive, but about the fact that the trainer that they're talking about really is a nasty 2-bit whore who doesn't make more than $12 a month on Fansly.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Skill issue.
But could you portray your feelings about this person in a more creative way, though?
Go ahead and roll for Handle Pokemon. They think for a moment, rubbing their chin, and they immediately have an epiphany, to which they move to another wall and they start to spray paint again, directing at you to hand over some spray paint here and there so that it can make it a little bit easier. And when they're done, they show you their image, which is the supposed trainer in question being decapitated by a horse cock.
Huh? Yo, relax.
Very creative. Good job. You know what, actually? I'm an author, and I could really use someone to do the art for the covers of my books.
You're so smart. You're so smart. You're so smart.
If you join my team, I'd love for you to do the art on some of my covers.
Sketchy doing the thing that all artists hate.
I want to commission you.
I will commission you.
This will not be a commission.
That
Just do
would
the
modify
artworks
me.
for my book.
Exposure. Paid for exposure.
I could pay them in, like, okay, I don't have any
They're
berries.
Pokemon. It's
I
not
will
like you can pay them anyway.
Yeah, true.
Alright, go ahead and
What
do
do you
another Handle
think?
Pokemon check.
Yeah.
They think
Oh.
about it for a little bit. And they start to motion to you. And you can tell almost immediately for them that they are asking for like a book in question so that they
No.
so that they can get an idea on whether or not they want to.
Okay. I will rummage around in my bag. Which, by the way, very appropriate. I have a Gengar bag for this exact scenario.
Don't worry,
and
they noticed that.
I'll hand them the first book that I can grab.
The first book that you can grab, how many books do you have written, so to speak? Or do
She's
you-
probably got like maybe like 2 finished ones and a half finished one in there.
Alright, so go ahead and roll a 1d3. Since you were randomly pulling out a book.
Yeah.
All
That'll
right.
be fun.
So you hand over the third half-finished book, and the Gengar starts to jump around, skim pages, and read through anything. And then they slowly look up at you, and they just give you that look.
What?
The look that they found the raunchy section in this supposed fan fiction.
Okay, listen, you're the one that drew the horse cock on the wall, okay?
And by
I'm
the
appealing to your
look,
nature.
and by the look, it's not that they're disgusted or anything. They're leaning forward a little bit. They got this big shit-eating grin on their face, and they're bouncing their eyebrows a little bit, going.
It's a pervert. I knew it.
Really?
So you
What game
understand
you got impression? The horse
my
cock?
craft and literature.
The Gengar nods and hands the book back, and like one
Yay!
very affirmative motion. Go ahead and roll for Handle Pokemon one more time.
Okay.
So you go back and forth with Gengar for just a little bit more, trying to convince it for it to join your party. And eventually it agrees. Congratulations,
Yay!
you have a Gengar.
Yeah.
Yay! The covers of my books are gonna look interesting.
Sex in the Outback, and it draws an Outback steakhouse.
What is the Outback Steakhouse called in Pokemon?
Outback Tauro's house.
Yeah, there we go.
The most uncreative.
Alright, who's next?
I guess me.
Yeah,
I
go
guess
for
you.
it.
Alright, what are you trying to look for, Chief?
Did Dene.
Dene.
Really?
What? What's wrong with Dene?
What?
The Den?
Yeah,
Of
the
all
Dene.
Pokemon?
Yeah.
I fucking hate the Den.
You look at real quick. Look at its fucking new shit first before you go make an assumption.
I don't think Ultima makes assumptions based on stats.
Here's an image for you. Look at this. Very cool. That's how I feel about the Den.
I was gonna say, Chaticus here isn't a competitive player like you are.
I see.
I think they just collectively hate Dedenne for looking like garbage, which is fair. It is a very failed Pikachu clone.
Yeah, it's fair. Palmon is the best Pikachu clone. I will not say other. Well, Pachirisu is also.
What do you mean? The best Pikachu clone
Togedemaru.
isn't even an electric type.
Oh, Meryl.
It's not even
Meryl's
Meryl.
good too.
It's
What?
fucking Mimikyu.
Oh, that's a good. Yeah, you're right. Mimikyu's good.
Because
Fuck
canonically
you.
speaking, Mimikyu can mimic any other Pokemon. So just imagine a little Mimikyu, but with like a Mudkip cloak or a little Rattata cloak.
I think that's canon.
It is canon.
Yes.
That is actually how they work in Pokemon. They
Oh,
just
okay.
they just take they make their cloak to match the colors and the appearance of the Pokemon that they're trying to mimic. The reason why the Mimikyu that you run into is copying Pikachu is because the Pikachu that it's copying is Ash's Pikachu.
Can you imagine just a person with an entire team of Mimikyus and they don't even like battle, they just take cosplay commissions?
Oh, it'd be cute.
That'd be
It'd be like the
great.
copycat girl who had the Ditto.
Exactly.
That's amazing. I
It's
need
okay.
season 4, thank you.
Only like 3 people here know what the copycat girl is anyway. You're good. I got you,
I
Ultima.
know. My bad.
It's okay. I got you. Fist bump. It's okay. We can be old together.
Yes, I am also old. Yes.
Yeah, but do you get it though?
Yes.
Oh, okay, alright.
No, he doesn't.
I'm also old, but I don't get it.
Stop lying! Alright, everyone live among us.
All right.
All right. So there are 2. There's one on Route 4 and one on Route 20. So Route 4 is down here where all the sex Pokemon are.
Why?
Go ahead
Why
and roll
is
a
it?
5.
Why?
Lovely. I mean,
Go ahead and roll a
he's not wrong.
5d100.
No. Answer me this. Why the fuck is it here?
Because this is where all the fairy types are?
You said okay.
Yeah, what do you think the fairy type is made for?
Yeah.
Alright, so 85, let's see, Impidimp, 82, Hatena, 42, Feebas, not bad, 15 is Azurill, oh, and then, oh, you got 82 twice. No, there's no Dedenne here for you. Alright, so then we gotta go all the way over to Route 20, which I think is the electric route? Yeah, it's right here, it's the electric route. Alright, another 5d20.
Wait, 5d20.
Sorry, 5d100. Let's see, 18. That's a Chinchou. 60 is a Nidoran. 37 is a Tynamo. 62 is the other Nidoran. 28. Ooh, no, that's a Shinx.
Fucking bullshit news.
So only one person found their Pokemon.
Yeah.
Shadicus, I think it's just you left, right?
Yep, and I'm gonna get it. I'm getting it this time.
What are you looking
I'm gonna
for?
be the
For the
winner.
love of God, don't make him get it.
What are you looking
Why
for,
people?
Shadicus?
We're looking for Chansey.
Chansey? I thought it was
Easier
Clefairy.
said than done, though. I know.
I thought you were looking for Clefairy.
No, I had the Clefairy and I got rid of it.
The fuck?
Why?
Yeah.
So you're trying
you
to get
okay?
Hippenny. Okay.
Oh, I guess I'm getting a penny, sure.
Well, yeah, you're trying to get a Chansey for Blissey, but
Yes, okay.
yeah, like I said, it's all based off of their lowest Prevo, and
Got
then
it,
it just
got it.
scales up to the appropriate level. The first one is actually down over here on Route 4 again. So, actually, no, wait. Yeah, one of them is here on Route 4. So go ahead and roll a 5D100. Fuck. Steam, go away. Steam, no, please.
Steam.
All right, number 9 is Penny immediately.
Yo, let's go!
Nice.
All right, now let me double check to see if it would be a Blissey or not.
Can I fucking kick it into outer space? Can I punt it so he can't have it?
Not
Oh
the
no,
baby.
sorry, you're not a horny Gardevoir.
Shut up.
Literally only one person's gonna get that. Let's see. It would be a Blissey at this point. Nice.
What?
Yeah, evolves at level 35.
Holy shit. Okay, I can't fumble this.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll a 2D100. Ooh, so close. Female non-shiny.
Okay.
Very close to being a shiny, though. Alright, so as you are walking along Route 4, you start to hear this sound of music. This gentle, lo-fi pop type of music playing further down the route. And as you continue to walk down looking for the Pokemon that you're trying to look for, the music gets louder and louder and louder. And by the time that the music is loud enough to where you can see the source, you see this Blissey standing next to this small jukebox, dancing to the music. But not normally how you think a Pokemon would dance to the music. They're Vogue dancing.
What does that mean? I'm not smart.
You don't know what Vogue dancing is?
I
Jesus.
thought, you know what? Actually, for a moment, I thought you were gonna say this Blissey is not dancing like how any normal Pokemon would. Its body has been stretched to fit a human model, and it is Fortnite dancing. I had half the
It's
mind.
like a weird
to say
Fortnite
that.
skin. Oh god.
It's like all stretched out. It's like that dog jumping over the fence.
Here, I'll
First.
I'll send the very first video that pops up about Vogue dancing, so that you can get a good look. It's only a minute and a half, so have fun. It is some of the stupidest shit I have ever seen for a
What
dance.
is this? As a person who did choreography like competitively, this is what is this?
White women. It's just white women dancing. Okay.
It was created by Madonna, so you are correct.
Oh, okay.
God damn it!
What is this fucking...
What is this?
What is this conversation?
I'm horrified, but I can't look away. I can't move my hand to pause it.
So, according to history, while Madonna is the one that absolutely 100% popularized it and most likely stole it, this style of dance arose from African American Harlem ballroom cultures as danced by African American and participating Latino gay men and trans feminine individuals from the early 1960s throughout the early 1980s.
Oh. Okay.
This dance was inspired by the style of ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics.
What?
That's cool. Yo,
Really?
that's actually kind of fire. That's
The
actually kind of cool.
hieroglyphics?
Yeah, I'll say that's actually kind of cool, because it's inspired by ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics as well as the infamous images of Vogue models, like Vogue when it was still a magazine, during that time between the 60s and 80s. So that's actually a really cool inspiration of where it came from. Dumb as fuck. Holy shit, it's dumb as fuck. But I do appreciate its origins. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what it's doing.
Yes, it's doing Vogue dancing.
But now I can't stop seeing it like as a stretched humanoid model.
No, that's the
An
best
Fortnite
part. It's
dance.
still round and Orbulus doing these Vogue little
yo, just
dances
This
It's got
fucking
the
egg.
spirit.
with its little nubby hands and everything else.
Wait, but
Well,
what
like,
happens
have
when
you
it lays on the
seen-
ground?
Yeah, exactly.
How does it get back up?
it core strength. That's
she
how it
tries
gets
her
back
best,
up.
okay?
Oh my god, this Blissey has mad core.
Have you
Oh, there goes Davian.
seen Chansey's Safari tag game? It can schmooze. Oh, did you not hear me?
No, you cut out for like literally all of that sentence.
Yeah.
Oh, I was saying, have you not seen Chansey's Safari tag game? It can schmoove.
Is that the animated short where it uses minimize?
Yeah,
That was
Oh my
awesome,
God.
yeah.
it can schmoove, man.
So you were approaching this voguing Chansey. What are you gonna do?
I feel like I have no choice but to attempt to join in on the dancing.
You're gonna vogue with it.
Nice.
All right.
Yes, of course.
Go ahead and roll for perform. If you
He's
do
got
not have it on your
vibe.
sheet, it's based off of charisma.
Based off charisma. Okay, let me see.
He's got to pass the vibe check.
You gotta pass the
That's true.
vibe check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You walk
Wow.
over to the Chansey, attempt to vogue with it, and the very first step that you take, you step on the radio and smash it. To which the Chansey
No.
immediately stops, slowly turns towards your general direction, and immediately attacks.
It attacks me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. My bad.
You hashed its vibes, bro.
I know, I ruined the vibe. It's my fault.
He broke its radio.
I wasn't on purpose.
What a 23 pass your AC.
23 past my AC. Let me look. Yes. Ooh. It would.
Okay, give me a second. Let's see, 2d8 plus... Oops, 2d8 plus 9. Alright, so it has used Tri-Attack. So not only do you take 31 points of damage, Tri-Attack's other ability, you're frozen.
Oh, okay. How much damage did I take, you said?
31.
Oh my god, okay.
And not only are you frozen, you're frozen for 1d4 plus 1 rounds, so you are frozen for a maximum of 4 rounds.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't
Oh.
necessarily mean that you are frozen for 4 rounds. How it works is that when it goes back to your turn, you call high or low. I then roll a 1d100, and if you are correct, you get unfrozen.
Okay. So I'm assuming that I now have to call high or low.
Yep, because it goes to your turn.
Okay. You know what? We're going high.
It was low. You stay frozen for this turn.
Ow.
To which the Chansey... Oh, I rolled the wrong thing. It's supposed to be a 1d. It's 10. There we go. 24. Which hits you if 23 hits you. And then it's 2d8 plus 9. Oh, It's another 31 damage. I think you're done.
I am severely bloodied.
Alright, well, it goes back to you. High or low?
It's gotta be high, statistically speaking.
It is high. You were unfrozen. You can take your turn normally. What are you gonna do?
Wow.
Throw a ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw an Ultra Ball.
You're just gonna immediately throw an Ultra Ball. Alright, go ahead, roll that 1d100.
Gamblers never give up.
It's like a 15 or less. God damn, you're lucky, but let me... No, it's... yeah, okay, so this is definitely a... Yeah, this is a miss. The catch rate would have been 20.
Okay.
20 or less.
No!
Let's see, does it hit? It hits. You're down. The Blissey runs away.
I'm dead.
Oh.
Well, you know, you win some, you lose some.
Well, there are technically 2 more routes for you to try and catch. So you're not at options yet.
Oh.
The other ones are on Route 14.
I think everybody needs to drink to that failure.
I think everybody needs to drink to that failure. Alright, so there's...
On the ground. Try again.
So there's Route 14. Go ahead and do this.
Okay. 1d... Was 1d100?
It's
Oh no,
5d100.
5d100.
Yep. Alright, 57 is... Oh, it's Torchic. Interesting, okay. 100 is Wooloo. 98 is also Wooloo. 71 is a Skidoo. And 32 is a Mareep. Okay, so you did not find the Heppenny here on Route 14. But there is one last place that you can potentially get it, which is actually directly in the town of Glorious, where all pink Pokemon exist.
Yeah. That's where I want to go.
So another 5d100.
All right.
22 is a Lickitung, and a 20 is the Hippenny again.
Okay.
So as you walk into the town of Glorious, trying to look for another Blissey, as you turn the corner, you lock eyes with the exact same fucking Blissey that beat your ass a couple of minutes ago. And it's in the process of buying a new radio from a vendor. And it immediately locks eyes with you before approaching.
What I would like to attempt to apologize and offer to replace the radio I broke for it.
Go ahead and roll, handle Pokemon.
Okay. Let me see where it is on my sheet. Oh, bro, how is this happening to me, dude?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a 1. Let's drink.
I'm gobsmacked, actually.
God.
There's no way, bro, dog. Come on.
So goddamn funny.
Oh my
I'm actually like almost. I'm a little impressed.
Yeah, I am impressed.
Bro, I gotta be the biggest fumbler of all time. There's no fucking way.
You are.
The Blissey approaches you with malicious intent before it slams the radio down on the ground, playing the song, to which I guess we'll say it's the exact same song that you hear that's playing right now. And it starts violently voguing in your general direction. You legitimately feel demoralized. You now take a -4 on all skill checks for the remaining hour.
God damn it. Okay, so it's just dancing aggressively at me.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna dance back?
I feel like I have to prove myself again, so I am gonna attempt to dance back.
Alright, go ahead and make another charisma check. You do not take the -4 here, as this is literally the only instance that you don't.
Okay.
That one again.
That'd
Do
be
it
so
3
funny.
Do it.
I fucking hate you! 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 You stupid motherfucker!
You know, honestly,
Okay, I'm
this is
making
a
sure
very
that he
valid
wrote
crash
it
out.
correctly. Yeah,
This
wow.
is so
I
funny.
can't even get mad. That's so valid of a crash out, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Break the radio again?
Oh,
Don't break the radio again, please!
Chaticus, you attempt to dance again, doing a little bit of a hip-hop flair, and as you swing your foot out again, you hear a distinct crack. As the
Oh my
radio is
God.
broken again, the Blissey stops in that moment before everyone watches in horror as this particular Blissey slides across the floor. The whole world flashes black for a moment, encompassing in complete darkness, and all you see is just several hit markers appearing in the darkness before Chaticus's body is on the floor in a slump, and Blissey is standing over him with the kanji for death on her back.
Oh, I got Shungoku Satsu, no way!
Before the Blissey runs off again.
It should mug him. It should mug him at that point.
This Blissey is just gonna haunt Chaticus for the rest of his life.
You have a
Like a
sworn
recurring character
enemy.
that I bump into now, this fucking Blissey.
It's like the Jigglypuff.
Yeah, it's exactly like the Jigglypuff, yes.
The odds.
So we had 5 people roll for Pokemon. 2 people find it, but only 1 person catch. Literally because of failed roll.
The bot was not kind today.
No, the bot personally wanted you to suffer.
I would personally find it hella hilarious if one of the rival teams actually needed a Blissey, and that Blissey joins their team willingly just to beat the crap out of
just
them.
out of spite.
Fight you.
Nah, they all
Who's the
got their
horse
full
lady? She's
teams
gonna have
already.
it.
Unfortunately, they already got their full teams, and none of them actually use a Blissey.
Damn.
That's unfortunate.
That's 1 in 8,000%.
That's insane.
We got one person that focuses.
Shiny odds.
Yeah, we have one person that's focusing on a Hail team. We got one person that's actually been picking up quite a lot of fairy types. They have a very mixed team. We have someone who can only pick up grass types, someone who can only pick up water types. Joseph's team is interesting, and Rosanna's team focuses entirely on like raw power. So yeah, none of them pick up Blissey.
That Blissey might fall into Rosanna.
Evil.
Evil, indeed.
You know, personally speaking, I think that's a great place to stop.
Hey Chad, I might need your character's reference.
Okay.
I want to commission someone where your cell stamping on the radio, which is 16's head, and it's just the Chansey just going Super Saiyan 2 on you.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Alright, I think this is like the perfect place to stop.
Sure.
With today's session. Just on
Sure.
on the greatest low I have ever
yeah, okay.
seen.
I've
So I
been
would-
put through the ringer enough today.
So I'd like to thank you all for being here. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, and good night.
Why?
Oh jeez.
Bye.